So I have one very important thing that I want to share with you this week. When developing a strategy or when trading, listen, so many people get consistently profitable with a strategy for a time, and then something happens. And they get in their heads, and there's psychology, and there's all sorts of things. But the reality is that strategies work sometimes, and then they don't work others. All strategies are like this on the stock market. And probably what happened to you, if you had this experience, is you found something that worked and it worked for a time and then it stopped working. And you didn't realize that that is completely normal behavior. Strategies stopped working. Then you got in your head, you got all trader psychology and you totally got in your head and you couldn't get it back. But the strategy did come back. I can almost promise you, guarantee you that whatever stopped working did at some point start working again. Let me show you what I mean. We had great success with paper trading. Uh, Here is our live account. We did switch to live money. We're down $100. So we had several trades that stopped out, and we had one trade where we made money on it. And so, yeah, you can see like we're more or less break even. And now, again, many people would jump to saying, "Oh, this is the psychological impact of trading real money." Guys, I've been trading for a long time. There's no psychological impact for me anymore. Listen, I lost $66,000 in one day. Okay? There's no psychological impact to me to losing $100 or trading real money. This is what happened. We got some chop here. We had a choppy week. The SPY was also even more choppy, came down, had this big down day, and the strategy just simply doesn't work. Okay, the low float gapper strategy, there was no secondary squeezes. It's that simple. I'm not going to get in my head about it, and I would encourage you guys to not get in your head about it either when something stops working, but just have some patience. Give it a few weeks, sometimes even a few months. Let's take a look at the other mid-cap momentum strategy. Now, check this out. On the scanner here, there is 308 names that came up with in the scanner, 16 pages on this screener. I've never had that happen before with this particular screen. Um, but if we go through them, remember that what I'm looking for is sector momentum. So I've got three sectors that I'm watching right now: aerospace and defense, semiconductors, and quantum computing is one that I introduced. I've got one aerospace and defense. And if you go through them, like there is just no, there's the usual biotechs that always show up in this scanner because they're always gapping up. There's some banks. But I don't see a fundamental catalyst for banks. And if we just go through this, like we're not, I mean, I already went through it. We're not going to see a lot of the sectors that I'm looking for. So what's my point? My point is that with the choppiness that I outlined here in the markets, there's no sector momentum either. And that often happens, right? When the market pulls back, we run out of momentum. It's normal. It is what it is. What do? You take a break. Once you've made your millions, you go on vacation, you wait for the market to come back, or you introduce a short strategy. So I'm going to be looking on the short side. If this continues to break down further, I've had good success with SPY puts before, and I also really like trading NASDAQ futures. So, but I guess I'm getting away from the point of this video. Those are other strategies. That's not the point of this video. All my point is that sometimes strategies stop working, and that's why we have a playbook, right? That's a shout out to Mike Bellafiore's book, The Playbook. And so we have a number of different strategies that can work. Now, not everyone does it. Some people become absolute experts on one strategy and the power to them. That's the way they trade. And when their strategy is in play, they come and they hit it hard and they make all their money for the year in those windows where their strategy works. Do I do? Sure, I do that sometimes. Am I working on a short strategy? Yes, most likely because I just like working on strategies. I like developing strategies. It's fun for me now after many years of working on it. So that's all I've got right now. There's not much to report on these strategies, but the one thing I really wanted to hammer home that a lot of new traders are not getting is that whatever strategy you pick, it won't work all the time, and that is perfectly normal. Don't give up on the strategy unless you really don't like it. But if you like the strategy, stick with it and don't get in your head about it. It'll come back. Listen, if you guys are getting value out of these videos, if it's making sense to you, or if it's resonating with you, please leave me a comment. Let me know what is working. Let me know if there's something in this content that you'd like me to round out the subject, fill it out so you can better understand this series, how to build edge. I want to see you guys have success. Give me a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.